What show?
The Whitey Show, the Whitey Show.
What Whitey Show?
I'm the review who loves to say son of a bitch. The same review who hates most Nintendo shit. I'm the one who calls games what they are. I even own the 360 and hate Gears of War. Guy who spends his money on games, fucking cars. Just a funny guy who became a YouTube star.
Well, once again, the weakest part of Left 4 Dead franchise's story, simply because they don't emphasize on it in any way, really. But in this game, I will say that they try at least a little bit. They do try to connect each story and scenario with each other. So, say the first one, you're in the mall and you escape with a car. The next opening will start off with you getting out of the car and the car not working, and thus you have to find a different way out of this scenario, and so on. So at least it connects, and the voice acting is once again there, and it is funny at times, and some of the best one-liners I've heard in a video game. But overall, I mean, it's not a great story. It's basically survival, and it works. It has some funny lines, and what the best part, in my opinion, is each time you play it, they will say something different. I think each one has like 6 different dialogues every time, so it's fun to hear all these different things each time. So overall, the story itself isn't the greatest, but with the funny one-liners and the connecting story, it seems to at least improve in some ways.
Holy shit.
Hey, kill all sons of bitches, right?
From what I can see, the graphics have improved in most areas. First off, the lighting is much better in this game and easier to see in most places, though it can be a little too dark again at times, and the flashlight only covers a certain amount of area. But when you see, you know, limbs fly and arms fly off and heads pop, you can see it is better than the first game in terms of that. And overall, the gore factor is just much better, especially when you shoot and you see the blood like fly across the wall and stuff. Remember, these guys are zombies, so who really gives a shit if you're blowing off their legs? They're out to eat you. And one of the biggest improvements, in my opinion, is the actual animations of the zombies are a lot less stiff than the last game. So there's an improvement there. So I have very little to complain about, except that some of the places are still a little too dark. But overall, the graphics are an improvement from the first. The gameplay is mostly similar to the first with a few added additions. You have new weapons in this game, especially the melee introduction, where basically you could pick up an axe, guitar, chainsaw, and so on, and hit the enemies over and over again until you see their heads pop off, or slash off, or whatever you want to say. And it just works really well. I have no problems with the melee weapons. It feels like when you hit them, you're actually hitting them, so that's nice. In terms of shooting, they've added like scope, and they added the red dot. They added fire bullets and so on, so it makes it a little more enjoyable and like kind of like upgrading your weapons in a way, though you don't keep these upgrades. In terms of grenades, I like the introduction of this new vial, which basically contains the boomer stuff that they shit on you, and you throw it at something and then the zombies attack the living shit out of that. So if you see a tank coming, you throw it at them, you'll see the zombies attack them, and it's just LOL hysterical. So it's nice to see they introduce some cool different grenade in this game. As far as the rest of the gameplay goes, it's survival. Shoot the shit out of them or stab the shit out of them, whatever you want to use, just stay alive and get through the level with 3 other people. Again, it's a co-op experience, and without friends, I'm telling you, this game just isn't as good as it could be. When you grab 3 other friends, this game is a blast. It always keeps you on edge as long as you play on normal or up, because easy's just a joke. Not to mention you also have a survival mode and also multiplayer where you can be the infected and beat the shit out of people. And this is always fun, and most of the infected are actually fun to use. So overall, it really works out well for the online mode in terms of co-op story mode and co-op versus mode. The only really negative complaint I have to say is the AI is about the stupidest motherfucking AI I've seen in a video game. I seriously want to punch the living shit out of the computer. Sometimes the computer will start healing you when you have 1 health and you're like, thank you God. And then, you know, there's a monster or a zombie, whatever, coming your way like 100 meters away, and it'll stop. And then you fucking die. I'm like, what? Overall, it's just not good AI. They have to fix the AI big time. And the gameplay largely stays the same as the first, and that might be a problem for people, not enough innovation. But fuck that. It's a perfect co-op game to jump on, shoot some zombies, shoot some monsters, and overall have a blast with 3 other friends. So the gameplay for me, while it doesn't change, is a lot of freaking fun. overall, like I said, Left 4 Dead is a survival horror game to the truest. Well, I'll take away horror because it's not scary at all, but it's a goddamn survival zombie game, and it does it so well that it's one of a kind. You're gonna love it if you have 3 other friends over, or you're gonna play online. Either way, it's just a blast to kill zombies over and over again. And with the AI director, where it keeps changing the events every time you pick up the controller, there's not much to complain about. So go online and kill some motherfucking zombies. The game can last you hours, or it can last you days, or weeks, or months, mattering how you want to play. If you just want to play the story mode, each one will take you maybe an hour and a half at most. Some are even shorter than that. So if you're just in it for that, you're not going to like it. However, if you're going to play the story mode multiple times on different difficulties, play survival mode, versus mode, and that new scavenger mode, you're going to have plenty to play here. This game offers you a ton to come back and shoot some zombies. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Now, I know there's a lot of boycotting going on. This is my last word for the boycotters. Listen, guys, I know you're upset that there's not a lot of DLC for the first one, but put it this way. If they introduce 5 new chapters in DLC, each would be $10 easily. That's $50 right there. Not only does this game introduce that, it introduces a scavenger mode, it introduces new monsters, it introduces new weapons, it introduces new graphics. It gives you enough to satisfy the $60 price tag. So, get off your fucking high horse and, oh my god, I'm boycotting this shit, nerdish shit, and just pick up the goddamn game if you want to kill zombies. If you don't, and you're just bitching for no reason, good for you. Now, I'm gonna go kill some zombies while you cry. Left 4 Dead is definitely worth buying.